My name is Philomena Cannon, and I'm delivering this message to you from my hospital bed in St. Vincent's Hospital, where I am in treatment for ovarian cancer, which has returned. Sadly, I've been given a terminal diagnosis. While it would not be my wish to make a video at this time, I have no choice but to, because time has run out for me on a legal action that I took against the HSE in 2014 after I was unlawfully suspended from my independent midwifery practice, despite no due process and not a single piece of evidence against me. That day, the 12th of September 2014, signalled the end of my professional life, my livelihood, and my reputation in one fell swoop. Midwifery means with woman, and it had always been my great pleasure to be with women and babies during childbirth. In Ireland, I attended just over 500 home births between 2000 and 2014, and a midwifery career spanning 3 decades that has been my vocation and my joy, during which time I upheld an exemplary safety record. I was fully reinstated to practice by the HSE in February 2015, on the eve of the Court of Appeal hearing for an injunction I had immediately taken against them upon being suspended. Numerous expert reports from esteemed sources, sanctioned both by my legal team and within the HSE, found the same thing. My handling of the so-called safety incident that was the alleged reason for my suspension revealed exemplary practice. However, at that time I could not re-enter the field. Aside from the mental and emotional trauma I had suffered as a result of what happened to me, not least being forced to abandon over 30 clients from whom the HSE had made no alternative home birth arrangements, no one within the HSE has ever been sanctioned for what happened to me, and the true facts of the matter had not been fully revealed, nor have they to this day. I had good reason not to trust that justice would be served by the HSE internal investigation into the circumstances surrounding my suspension, and so this was to be. And I could not possibly ever re-enter the arena that had so savagely taken from me my livelihood and reputation, yet never been held to account in any way for this wrongdoing. Like Maurice McCabe within the Garda Síochána, I know what it is to come up against an organisation by insisting that protocols and standards be upheld. Also, like Maurice McCabe, I believe that this did not serve me well in the end. But the truth comes out eventually, and the facts exist. When they reinstated me to practice fully, the HSE offered to settle my case against them there and then. This was never an option for me, because I wanted the full facts to come before the court so that they could be known and on the record. I wanted to ensure that what happened to me, and in turn to my clients, whom I was forced to abandon, could not happen to anyone else in the future. In the 4.5 years that have followed, the HSE has fought me every step of the way in my legal case against them. They have done everything in their power to stifle and stall the legal discovery process that could allow for the full picture to emerge. Justice was denied while I was well and continued to be denied in my sickness. It has been an exhausting, dehumanizing process. Yet, while I lament the fact that the loss of my livelihood and stress endured in those years ultimately led to me losing my home and the failure of my health, I do not harbour feelings of anger or enmity towards anyone within the HSE or the organisation as a whole. What I do harbour, however, what I have always harboured, is a deep craving for justice. But I can wait no longer for my court hearing. I am now asking for the granting of 3 things from the HSE with immediate effect. The first of these has caused me grave distress and concern in recent weeks as my illness has progressed, and it concerns the awarding of my lawyer's fees. I ask, 1, that my lawyers who have worked on my case over 4.5 years have their costs awarded immediately and in full by the HSE. 2, that I am duly compensated for the damage to my practice, my livelihood, and my good name. 3, that this sum also covers the cost of the immunotherapy drug Pembro, my last hope to lead my cancer into remission. A single treatment of Pembro costs €6,000 and it is not available to me on the public health system, as it is rightly to the victims of the cervical check scandal. I have already had 1 treatment, but it is not possible going forward to afford this on a 3-weekly basis. I ask that the HSE waste no time in ensuring that these requests are fulfilled so that my mind may be at ease for the first time in this difficult period of my life. They wanted to settle with me in 2015, so there is no reason for them to delay settlement now. Finally, to all those who have supported me in the years following my unlawful suspension, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have helped me more than you can ever know. You have been a lifeline